Basically, it's like what is the science behind. So this is not something about magic. This is not something about how the tricks that we make, but everything behind is about science. So to deliver this part, so basically I'll do introduction about hydrogen first, and then go into how these devices going to help. Okay. So not waiting for long. So basically, it's like right now we all understand that antioxidant it becomes the hot topic. So no matter it's the food or the diet you are taking, including supplements or even like normal foods and fruits, doctor or physician always suggest that you take more fruits because there are vitamin C, there are vitamin E, and then there are antioxidants inside the fruits or even the food that you are taking. So basically, it's like now even you go to pharmacy just for the shower gel or the facial creams, personal care items, everyone is talking about antioxidant. So I would like to understand like how much you know about antioxidant. Any idea? Like you heard so much antioxidant, anti-aging. So how much you know about it? So basically that's the part that actually we need to clarify before we go into why I should take something which is rich in antioxidant. Okay? So antioxidant, what is the concept we need this antioxidant? You see, look at the name, antioxidant. It must be anti something, right? Which means you want to reduce something or you want to vanish something that, get rid of something that you are not necessarily have in your body. So right here, when we talk about antioxidant, the major thing that we want to keep balance or we want to neutralize or to reduce the numbers of it, which is here, the top of the words in the slide, which is free radical. Okay? Any idea of free radical? Anyone heard about it? Free radical? Yes or no? No. Maybe some people just like, okay, this is something that a new idea or new concept or words that for me that listening to this first time. Okay, so I give you an idea, I explain what is free radical. So free radical, right now, I'm giving a general first, which is, it is something that you cannot avoid. It's sure happening in your body. So it's nothing that you can avoid. Okay? And our body needs it. Okay? Our body needs it. And you cannot avoid it because this is a subproduct after our body having the metabolisms. Okay? It will happen. Okay? It will produce. That's for sure. Okay? But after this, what this free radical will do, absolutely, our body needs some. But we do not need too much. And if our body having too much of free radical, what it will happen is, it will create the cell damages. Okay? And it will slow down the metabolism. For example, after you going for a jog, okay, or having exercise, do you feel like the sourness, okay, or the tiredness of the muscle? Do you? Actually, that because after exercise, okay, your body, your cell produce lactic acid. Okay, for lactic acid and some other subproduct as well, including the free radical. So that's why after exercise you will feel tired. And then you will feel your muscle sore, the soreness of the muscle. Okay, that's part of the contribution of the free radical as well. Okay, but if you can imagine, if you're having a large amount or high amount of the free radical in your body, what will happen? Do you feel like fresh and do you feel happy when you, after the exercise, the soreness happen? Do you feel good? No. So basically, if this day by day keep continuing, is it a good sign? No. Okay, so basically, it will damage the cell, it will slow down the metabolism, and also for the long terms, it might cause the progressive decline in our organs, which means that your organs might not be able to function in the peak performance. Okay, and right now, it's not by me, but actually a lot of scientists, a lot of doctors, a lot of professionals, they did a lot of study. It's like how much the damages that this free radical can cause to us. And till now, it has been proven by scientifically that over 170 diseases actually is caused by free radical, including what we commonly heard about is like tumor, okay, which is tumor because there are many kinds, and then the worst, which is cancer. Okay, and then there are some due to, for example, stroke, and even, for example, the blockages of our veins and arteries. Actually, that's part of the free radical works as well. Okay, so basically, this is free radical, how it might cause in the result. But how this free radical will create damage? Let's see. Okay, so do you like these images? Do you like these images?
No.
Why? Because it's too violent, right? It's too violent. Okay, you don't like it. What about this? You like this? You like this?
No.
No. What about this? You like this? So what is the first feeling that you're having while looking at these photos?
Stress.
Stress. Yes, stress is a very good word. Stress is a good. Okay, let's see. You like this?
No.
More stress, right? Okay, so basically, if I tell you that every day in your body, this is happening. Every day, this is happening in your body. And what does it mean? Let's see. This is a healthy cell. How the healthy cell looks like? It looks rich, it looks round, it's moist, okay? So it's healthy, it's round, happily, moving, actively. But what is free radical? Okay? When you look at these all orange dots, okay, the dots, okay, these are the example of the free radical. Okay? The free radical, then what it happens is like it attacks the healthy cell. So does it look familiar? Does it look like this? Does it look like this? So that's why I say every day this is happening in your body because as I mentioned, you cannot avoid free radical. Like it or not, it's in your body. Your body will produce it. At the same time, by influence or affecting by many factors, the free radicals amount will increase. Okay, so which means like this is happening to your body every day. So a healthy cell, after attack, okay, just go back to this. After attack, do you think he will be still healthy and safe?
No.
No, he might get injured, for sure. Physically or mentally, am I right? So this is what happened to the cell as well. After attack, and not one by one, this is not the solo fighting. This is the crowd fighting. You see how much the free radical is attacking for one cell. Okay, and eventually your cell will become, you look at it, is it still round happy? No. Okay, should I go please? Okay, so after attacking, because you see, when the free radical attacking, actually it's a process that they are snatching and they are robbing the healthy cell. They are taking something away from the healthy cell. Just imagine, right now, you walk on the street, suddenly a whole bunch of people just come and rob whatever you can. You have watch, they rob your watch. You have rings, they rob your ring. You have wallet, they take your wallet. Say you have phones, they take your phone. After that, they don't forget to kick you and punch you. So that's what happened to it. So just imagine that if that's the healthy cell, is what happened to the healthy cell. Eventually, it will become unhealthy. And as I mentioned, free radical is in your body, everywhere, everywhere. So if you have more free radical, which means you have more gangster in your body. That's the fact, okay? And you cannot avoid. Okay, this is first thing. So now I give you another example. If you're having an apple. So after you cutting an apple, you expose it to the air. What happens? Does the color change?
Yeah.
Or you getting fresher and fresher? No. Okay, it won't getting fresher and fresher, but the color will change, and then slowly the moist will lose up, and then the color will turn brown. Eventually, that's the things that you don't. Okay, I'm not going to eat it, right? Because you know that it's unfresh, it's oxidized. Okay, so just imagine the apple is your cell. Okay, the apple is your cell. After attacking by this free radical, what will happen? So this is a process. Your cell will become unhealthy cell. And when you have more and more such unhealthy cell in your body, what will cause? Do you have a good healthy tissue? No. Will you have a healthy organs? No. So the entire system will be affected. So that's the consequence. Okay, that's the consequence. So just now, madam, you use a very good words. You say, after looking at the photos, it gives you stress. And actually, scientifically, when we are our body or the healthy cell attacking by the free radical, there's a name. We call it oxidative stress. Okay, we call it oxidative stress. So when our oxidative stress level is higher, then definitely you won't feel good. So some people, headache, migraine, okay, not feeling good, okay. Eventually, from symptoms becomes disease. Okay, for example, some people they might having depression. Okay, some people they might turn into, for example, diabetes, or even the worst one, you might turn into cancer. Okay, that's how it happens. Because you just imagine, when you have more and more unhealthy cells in your body, they will group together. When they group together and they grow abnormally, does it become a tumor? That's the way. In a simple way that how we describe it. Okay? So, now, when we look at it, okay, it not just only happen on one or two parts. It's all about entire body. From the brain, okay, hearts, kidney, skin. Skin is the most simple way that you can see because it's so visible. For example, some people having eczema, right? Some people having a lot of blemish, acne, okay, a lot of pimples around on the bodies. This is also one way because their body is trying so hard to detox. Okay, so this is part of the oxidative stress result. So you see, when we are younger, of course, there's one thing that our body is affected by the hormones. That's one thing. But can you recall if you are having more stress, easily more pimples? Am I right? You're having more stress. You're having you eat too much of barbecue, grill food. You get more blemish. Okay, does that happen? Yes. Why? Because that's also the factor that you are intaking more elements or factors that it might increase your free radical in your body. Okay, so that's how it shows in our body that which is so visible. So including lungs, immune system, blood vessel, and more and more and more. Okay, so what causes free radical? Okay, now you understand that, okay, our big enemy, free radical. Okay, as I mentioned just now, unavoidable. Why? Because as long as you are still living, your body will produce free radical. That's one, unavoidable. But besides from there, nowadays, we are having more and more factors that actually affecting our body to having higher level of free radical compared to the old times. Okay, so let's give an example. Compared today and 50 years ago, are the older generation having so much of unknowing, unidentified diseases? In the old time, they eat simple. Maybe just the vegetable they plant or pluck from the wild. Okay, getting fish and meat. Yes, they eat simpler. But compared to today's, in the old time, does it so many cancer case? No, compared to the old times. Is there so many diabetes case? No. So what happened to it is one thing that we can see nowadays, when the generations, when the technologies and when the entire things is keep improving and become more advanced, but at the same time, we are having more and more factors that are affecting our health, which is it might stimulate and increase the level of our free radicals. For example, what? Okay, we put it into two factors. One is external and another is internal. So internal, as I mentioned, unavoidable. As long as you're living, your cell is metabolizing, so it will produce free radical. But that's considered normal amount. Why? Because our body have the mechanism to neutralize the free radical. If we cannot, we already long gone bye-bye. So our body have the mechanism to neutralize and balance the free radical. Okay? So basically, for example, the diet, what you eat. Okay, so that's why I mentioned just now, in the older times, why people are healthier, even though they don't have supplement, even though they don't eat as much as today. But so why they are healthier? Because the food they eat is more healthier. Okay, at least they are not using so much of pesticide. Okay, the water they can drink is like more clean compared to today's, right? Okay, but diet today, you see, who love barbecue? Who love grill? Who love fried food? Okay, you eat every day, right? Okay, the simple way, I don't have time, I just order McDonald's. Am I right? Okay, so all this basically it comes to the diet. So all this food basically in high oil, high fat, okay, high sugar, actually it creates more oxidative stress to your body. Okay, and then now speaking of exercise, like how many hours you exercise per week? You can count. In the old time, you say, my grandma never exercised, but they walk more, right? They are walking more. But compared to today, if you want to walk, the sun's so striking. So I'm trying to get into the car, I call a Grab. You walk lesser. You work lesser. Okay? Now, you know, in the old times, like, they were asked, how many hours you exercise per week? Now, actually, it has been shortened. So they were asking, how many minutes you work and you exercise per week? So you can understand that the time for exercise actually is getting shorter and shorter. Okay, that's one. So another external factor. When we're talking about external factor, is like the environment around us. Okay, so you see, when you go out, you might heard a lot of noise from the horns, right? The vehicle. The air you breathe, okay, it mixes a lot with the vehicle exhaust gas, right? So air pollution, water pollution, noise pollution, light pollution. So compared to 50 years ago, the ozone is still safe. Now we have so many holes on the ozone layer. So you are exposed more to the UV. UV is one of the biggest causes that actually stimulating you to produce more free radical. Okay, so you see all this exposure, and then in the older times, they don't eat so much of medicine and drugs. Nowadays, a little bit fever, antibiotic, Panadol, paracetamol. Okay, a little bit of like rolling, not yet rumbling, but okay, I need to check on the doctor and then medicine some more. So the medicine actually, the more you take, it also creates, because this is all external factor. Okay, comes to your body. It creates the higher level of free radical producers. So actually, nowadays, compared to the older times, right now, the free radicals that happens in our body is almost exceeded the level that our body can manage. You see, the free radical levels that our body manages is like the level of your body produce itself. But now, you have a lot of external factor, internal factor that stimulating it to create more free radicals. So does your body can really manage it easier compared to old times? No. Your body needs to work harder. But there's a limit. There's a limit. Okay? So that's why when your body cannot handle it, this free radical will getting more and more and higher, then it causes symptoms and eventually might go to diseases. That's the story behind. Okay, now let's say if we talk about, okay, now we understand what is free radical. What free radical works to our body. What it can cause to our body. So is there any solution? Yes. I mentioned at the very beginning of my talk, which is antioxidant. That's why, okay, eat more berries, eat more fruits, eat more vegetables. So it consists of lots of antioxidant. Yes, antioxidant. There are so many kinds of antioxidant. Okay, very simple one, everyone can name it out. The simplest one is like what? Vitamin C. You know about vitamin C, right? Vitamin C, a very simple and cheap at the cost antioxidant you can get. Okay, that's one of the reasons why doctors always ask you, eat more vegetables. An apple a day, keep the doctor away. Why? Because vitamin C, antioxidant. A simple one. Okay, but there are so many kinds of antioxidant. So which one is the best? There are many. They are essential. Vitamin C is essential. Okay, vitamin is essential that you have to know. But if you are looking on a stronger force, a stronger support for the antioxidant, what is the option that we have? Right now, thanks to the technology, that we can easily produce hydrogen. If you're talking about antioxidant, one of the strongest antioxidant in the world is hydrogen. Okay, hydrogen. And why? Why hydrogen? Since you mentioned vitamin C is a good antioxidant, I can just get a bottle of vitamin C from maybe Alcon or even from the pharmacy, right? What? How much it costs? It doesn't cost too much for me. So, doesn't work? Yes, it works. But there's a limitation. Why? Let's look at it. Now, when we look at the size, okay, the size of the molecule. The size of the molecule. Molecule means how big is the size, okay? The size of molecule. Now, you see, this is hydrogen. The size is this big, okay? But when you compare to, you see, this is the molecule number 2, okay? The bigger the index, it means the size is bigger, okay? So, hydrogen is 2. Then let's look at vitamin C. 176. How many times bigger than hydrogen? Much bigger, right? Okay? And some people say, I eat a lot of different antioxidants. So you have vitamin C, we have vitamin E, we have glutathione, and nowadays many people take CoQ10, right? Enzyme CoQ10. So let's look at the size. 176. Is this much bigger than hydrogen? Yes. 70 times bigger. Okay? Let's look at CoQ10. 863. Okay? The size is bigger. So what does this size mean? Okay? What does this size mean? When the bigger the size it is, which means that it's even difficult for this, okay, antioxidant or this molecule to go into your cell. Okay, when we always take that, saying that penetration, right? Penetration. Smaller easy to penetrate or bigger easy to penetrate? Smaller. So this is why the size matter. When you're having the bigger size, bigger molecule size, which means that the penetration rates or penetration level will be lower. When it comes to hydrogen, how big? This is considered the smallest in the universe. Okay, so if it is smaller, would it be easier to penetrate?
Yes.
To go into your cell or into your body? So this is how. So you say, okay, I eat vitamin C. Yes, it's good and it's essential vitamin. But you look at the limitation when it comes to size. The size of it limits sometimes. So which means for that to penetrate into your cell, the cell needs more effort. Of course, eventually it will absorb. But compared to the smaller one, which one penetrates easier? Big or small?
Small.
Small. Okay? I just give another illustration. For example, okay, the green one is the water soluble. For example, vitamin C. Okay, vitamin C is water soluble. Fat soluble, vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin K. All these are fat soluble. Okay? And this is hydrogen. If this is a cell, okay, the smaller it is, the easier it is penetrate. Okay? It doesn't mean other don't penetrate, but not so easy. Okay? Eventually it will penetrate, but not so easy. So the smallest goes in easier. So if the penetration rate is higher, so does it mean it's more effective? Yes, it is. Okay? This is the story and science behind. I'm not telling magic right now. It's not strict, but everything about science. Okay? So, now, hydrogen as an antioxidant. How antioxidant works or how it functions? So basically, do you still remember all these like the very stressful images that you mentioned? It's very stressful, right? Looking at this. Okay, so you just need to imagine free radical, they are molecules or they are structure that they are lacking of something. They are in size, we will just say that they are imbalanced, they are unsteady in their status. Why? Because they are lacking of their electron status. Okay? They are missing their electron status. So in this universe, everything is looking for balance. In order to get balance, which means you need to have your pocket full, right? So what does it mean? It means that all these free radicals, why they are attacking the healthy cell? Why do they do that? Because they do it because they're trying to get their own balance status. How to get balance? They are missing of electrons. So the simple ways to make themselves balance is, I get electron, I get whatever I'm missing. So that's a simple thing. So, which means okay, now this is the free radical. There's one missing. So in order to get it balanced, it needs to get from somewhere else to get this replenished back. Okay? So unless it gets replenished back, otherwise it will keep unstable. So right now, where it can get the healthy cell, they are rich. So they will try their best again to snatch from the healthy to make sure they get balance. Now, back to antioxidant. You can imagine, antioxidant, it has more to give. Okay, it has more to give. That's why when antioxidant goes into your body, and when it meets the free radical, this general guys is trying to do charity. Give you. Stop being bad. Okay, be a good guy. You short of 1, I give you 1. You short of 2, I give you 2. So once the free radical get balanced, will it attack our cell again? No. It becomes stable, it becomes steady. So that's how antioxidant helping our body to neutralize the free radical and make it unharmful. Okay, that's how the free radical has been neutralized. Okay, that's the story and that's how it works. And now, let's talking about hydrogen. Hydrogen, how it works in our body. Okay, I will go to this side first. Okay, let's look at the features of hydrogen. So hydrogen, just now I have mentioned that it has the smallest molecule in the universe. Okay, so the penetration rates or level is higher. And here, this is a feature when I mentioned that hydrogen is one of the strongest antioxidant. This is the most important features, okay, among all. Why? It is a selective antioxidant. Why is selective oxidant? Because by its chemical features. Now you see, among all free radicals in our body, among all, we have a long list, a long list. Okay, who is the top of the biggest variant? Okay, because free radicals, there are many kinds of free radical, but there's one and a group which is the strongest one. So the biggest variant of free radical in our body, its name is hydroxyl free radical. Hydroxyl free radical. For this hydroxyl free radical, the structure of its chemical structure is dot OH. What is O? Oxygen. What is H? Hydrogen. Okay? So basically you see, why is the dot? Because the dot means that he is short of the electron. So it becomes a free radical. So 1O, 1H. Does it stay in, and with this dot, does it mean it's stable? No, it's missing the electron status. So what it needs, when it needs to become a balance status, we need to give him an electron. So to neutralize it. Okay? So when it comes to hydrogen, hydrogen when it's in the atom form, is H plus. H plus, which means it has one positive electron. Okay? So it has one positive electron. When it meets with this hydroxyl free radical, you short of one. I have additional one. I give you. Is that a good way? Yes. So now, when hydrogen H plus meets dot OH, they combine together. So when it combines together, how many O? 1 O. How many H? 2 H. So you just try to figure out. 1 O and 2 H. In size, we call it H2O. So what is H2O? Water. So you see, and hydrogen play as the role of antioxidant, and when it meets hydroxyl free radical and it gives the electrons to the free radical, neutralize it, and it turns into water, H2O. So is H2O water harmful to your body? No. So you can see the antioxidant processes, it become so simple. That's one thing. Very simple. The conversion. It doesn't require a lot of metabolisms process. Okay? It's very simple. One. Second, the outcome. Okay? The product after this neutralization, or we call it detox process, is so simple. It turns into water. And when you have more water in your body, what will happen? Yeah. Your body will give you a signal. You have too much water. Go to toilet. After toilet, done. So you see how it works is like it helps you to detox. Okay, it helps you to detox very fast and effective. So in Chinese, it say it completes the 解毒 and 排毒. Okay, so this is why hydrogen is a very strong and very effective antioxidant. It's simple. It's small. It penetrates wherever it goes in your body. So this feature, and you might ask, is it safe? Yes. Because not by me. First thing is it already approved and has been utilized in many countries as a treatment gas. Okay, including Singapore. So basically, it has been used as a treatment gas, which means this has been long used and proven clinical, scientifically safe for the human being. Okay, so basically you have lesser worries and lesser hazard on that. And most important is, okay, for us, just a bit the low dosage that we need, okay, 1 to 2%, it start to work in our body. So this is why, what the reason and what the features, it makes hydrogen the best and strongest antioxidant for us. So right now, when we talk about this, you know about free radical, am I right? You know about antioxidant, what antioxidant do. And now we know that with all these features, it makes the hydrogen the best antioxidant we can have. Now, in our nature, is it simple to get hydrogen? Is it simple to get hydrogen? Can you make it at home? No. Okay. Because hydrogen is the smallest and lightest gas in the universe. So it always go up or go down? Up. Because it's too light. Okay? It always go up. Second thing, it's very difficult to find in nature. So that's not possible that it's like ingredient. Okay? I can have a bottle of hydrogen and then I cook it with hydrogen. Not possible. Okay? Because of these features. And do not forget, okay, hydrogen is a highly flammable gas. Okay? So in the past, it's so difficult to get hydrogen. But now, thanks to technology, thanks to the science development. So right now, we can have a devices, not just only one, but a few devices that which with a high technology core that which it can convert, okay, the water into oxygen and hydrogen using electrolytes method. So right now, this is what we're going to introduce you, our hydrogen inhaler, as well as what you have just now, Hydromi, the hydrogen infused water purifiers. Okay, so right now, even at home, you can easily using the devices to produce hydrogen. And there's two ways. One, you can drink it, another is that you can inhale it. So this is the way that how you can having the best antioxidant into your body. Okay, so right now, since we understand that how the hydrogen works as the strongest antioxidant, and here today we would like to introduce you. This is the 3-in-1, the latest design and products that the inhaler that we bring brought to you by Alcon. So, and this, if you had seen that's on the wall, we have an older version, okay, the hydrogen inhaler. So for that, actually, it's a very powerful devices, and we launched it since November 2023. So it is welcome. It's a hotly welcome. It's a hot cake that many people are having these devices. After using it, they give us a good feedback. So it changed a lot because this strongest antioxidant has truly worked in their body. So especially the cases that we heard about is for example, very direct. Some of them having sinus, okay, sinuses issue. So after inhaling for some time, they found that it is so clear that they can breathe easily. The sinuses symptoms reduce a lot. That's a very simple one. Come to next, a lot of people they're having sleeping issue. Okay, they're having sleeping issue because they could be too busy, too nervous, too stressed. Okay, so by inhaling hydrogen, actually it will help to calm your brain, calm your mind, and then neutralize the free radical in your body. Actually, it will help your body to having a better sleeping condition and quality. Okay, and not just that, there are many more. For example, today, using hydrogen, many have seen that how it can help you to reduce your blood sugar level. Okay, so by within 1 hour, you already see the result. So hydrogen, it can work a lot in your body. So it depends on how your body having the needs, and it can provide you as a solution. So now come to this. Since we already have a very powerful inhaler over there, why are we still introducing a new one? Because within this 1 year plus time, we are having so many good testimonials. At the same time, we get a lot of feedback. For example, can I using this hydrogen inhaler for this purpose? Can I having more function of this hydrogen inhaler? So we are taking all this in and then trying to figure out, can we come up with a stronger hydrogen inhaler in the devices which it can help more people in many ways. Yes, that's why we are taking all this, and then here comes a new model of hydrogen inhaler, which is a 3-in-1. So in this machine, I just going to give you 3 digits, 337. Okay, what is the 337? Compared to the older one, okay, we have 3 new functions. That's the first 3. Second is a new 3 innovative technology invented inside. Okay, compared to the old one. Another is 7 new features, safety features. So, so that's a 337 features. So, what is the first 3 function? The first function, as what you can read from the name, hydrogen inhaler. Inhaler means you can use it for inhaling. So you can inhale the hydrogen first. Second, we also come up with the accessory, which is a eye mask. This is an eye mask for you. Why we need the eye mask? Because through the scientific and clinical study, actually our eyes need to have antioxidant as well. Why? Okay, nowadays, how many has 1 phone? Raise your hand. 2 phone. 3 phone. You see, many people having more and more phone. Okay, now tell the truth. Okay, tell the truth. You see your darling more than your phone, or you see phone more than your darling? You see, everyone laugh. I know the answer already. Okay, you see the phone more than your darling, right? Because every time you will say check. At the late time, okay, when you want to sleep, just take maybe some message in. Maybe some new status in, am I right? Non-stop checking. Okay, so nowadays, how many of you sleep at 10?
Sleep late.
Huh?
Late.
No. Late? You sure? I can tell you sleep early. Why? Early in the morning. Okay, so nowadays, people are sleeping earlier than before. In the old time, you sleep very late because 10 o'clock is late in the evening. But now you sleep very early in the morning, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Okay? So all this actually affecting our health a lot. So when the first symptoms that when you're tired, okay, what you will do? Normally you rub your eye first, right? Because your eyes get tired easily. So now, you like massage? Do you like massage?
Yes.
Do you like spa?
Yes.
Yes, the spa and massage always for your body. Have you ever give a spa and massage to your eye?
No.
No. So this is a good time. So that's why we are coming out with this mask, because it can connect to the inhaler and providing the hydrogen gas to your eye parts and eye area. So giving your eye and good spa and good massage. So giving it a good element, antioxidant for your eyes to recover from the tiredness, recover from the redness, and recover from whatever the discomfort level on the eyes. Okay?
Can children use the eye mask?
Yes. Yes. Okay?
Say
It's just one matter. Hydrogen is usable for all age. Okay? It's used for all age. Okay? So, eye is one. Especially children right now, they see their phone more than you. Okay? That's what I mean. Okay? So, this is the second function. The eye mask. And what is all about the third function is like, here. If you do not have an hydromi at home, nowadays, we have developed the function of you can easily, okay, produce an hydrogen water, okay, with this hydrogen inhaler, because we have enhanced the feature, increased the pressure of the hydrogen output, so that you can easily pump the hydrogen in the water. So we just filling the drinkable water, okay, in the bottle. For 300 ml, you just need 2 minutes. For 500 ml, you just need 3 minutes. And for 1 liter, just by 4 minutes, you're able to produce a hydrogen-infused water. So this is how we have enhanced the features of the inhaler. Just inhaler into a multifunctional hydrogen generator. Okay, this is the first three. I mentioned 337, right? So I have explained to you the first three. What about the second three? The second three is okay, in the past, because some people they will use the hydrogen inhaler for a longer time, and then they found it. Oh, I feel my inhaler starting to get fever. I feel warm and hot. Why? Because the core has its capacity. But nowadays we want to expand the feature of the hydrogen output, including making the hydrogen water. So we need a stronger core. So we have invented a new core for this new inhaler. A stronger core, stronger and stable output, plus, okay, it reduces the heating level. Okay, it reduces the heating level. That's the first. Second, it has been enhanced on the purity. Okay, for that, yes. How much is the purity of that existing version can do? It produces 99.996% of purity hydrogen. But now, actually, by enhance of the core, now it has become 99.997. Some might laugh. You're charging me for like what 0.001%. But do not underrating the 0.1% because the purity makes difference. Okay, especially in science, 1 milligram can make a huge difference. Okay, that purity will give you more purity. Not just that, it also enhances the antioxidant levels. Okay, that's the second. And third one is with the feature itself. Okay, nowadays we are getting it more with the output together, so that the entire you can use longer hours. Okay, the lifespan has been expanded as well. So these are the second three features I mentioned. What about the 7 features? Actually, we have enhanced it with a lots of safety features. For example, the overheating alerts, and then as well as the TDS, which means the water you are using, whether it's suitable for the devices or not. All these 7 features has been enhanced in this unit. So that's what we call the 337. So nowadays, yes, if you have the O1, you can continue using it. But if you want to have the better function, now this is a good chance because by one machine, you are getting 3 different functions. Normally outside, when you're buying devices, they charge you one function by one price. Am I right? One function by one price. But nowadays, by one price, you can enjoy 3 different benefits. That's the differences. Okay? So that with this, definitely you can enjoy more because not just inhaling, but you're able to generate your hydrogen water plus an eye spa, an eye massage to you to make your vision clearer, to make your eyes healthier. Okay? So basically, all these are about the new features of the hydrogen. So you see, now you know what about free radical. Why free radical is harmful to us. And what you need for the solution is antioxidant. So you know how antioxidant works and what is the best antioxidant for us? Here comes the hydrogen. And why this machine compared to the others? Yes, you can get other brands or other inhalers in the market. But one thing, you do not know whether their core is really good, is really stable. Okay? For our core, basically we have worked together with KISS, okay, the Korean Science and Technology Institute, that together we developed this core together, so to make sure that the stability, the safety, all features are concerned. Okay? And also, whether if you're going outside, they might give you some gimmick, which is oh, our inhaler, we can produce more and more hydrogen. But the thing is whether they are registered, whether they are having this all safety concern and science within. For us, every single minute it produces 150 ml, which is you can use it for anyone. It's safe without any concern. Okay, so with all this is why we brought to you the Alkan, the latest version of hydrogen inhaler with this 337 new feature to you. Okay, so I believe the price and everything, so I'll leave it to who brought you here to explain more to you. So that's all my sharing for today, and thank you for spending your Sunday with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Son, for the sharing. So if you have any question or you have further question, you can ask the leader that bring you here. So that's all for today. Thank you. Thank you for joining.
Oh, wait.
Wait, still got.
Last.
There is some good news will be shared by Miss Anna. What kind of review?
Okay, so now's the moment. Just now we already know